Welcome to the JMC Podcast, where we talk about raw entrepreneurship, the day-to-day life of an entrepreneur, the challenges, the different things that an entrepreneur faces. The goal with this is to create some form of relatability, create community, and just my personal goal with all this is to show other entrepreneurs out there, young, older, seasoned, rookies, you're not alone. I've been in it for 2.5 years. It's been a very, very lonely journey, especially being 22. There's a lot of different things happening in my life, new things, new experiences, friends leaving, friends coming back, bar scenes, dating apps. There's a lot of bullshit happening around me, and sometimes I don't know where to go, and sometimes I often find myself alone. And sometimes I feel like I can't find people who have that same mindset. I don't really want to join a coaching program where there's masterminds and stuff like that because you got to pay money. So I want to just give this away, not give it away, but be on this platform where it's for free, where whoever comes and finds it, here it is. So with that being said, I kind of just want to talk about what's going on right now. I have a client of mine who's texting me, but he's also a mentor. I feel like he's developing into a mentor. And we're talking about, some things that we're doing with social media posts right now. I do content marketing. I post, things that I film, that I edit, and, I come up with a strategy as well. So I wear a lot of hats. But he is someone who has shown exemplary leadership and someone who I admire in just a short time that him and I have been working together. But the concept that I'm thinking about is like, okay, well, 7:14 p.m. now, and he's texting me. How do I feel about that? I don't feel intruded on or anything like that. But is it because he's a client, or is it because he's a mentor of mine? Or where does that balance kind of come in? So that's one of the biggest things that I've been thinking about recently is like, where's that barrier of time for me? Like, do I want to have a cutoff point where it's like 5 o'clock? That's it, no text. But at the same time, it's like, no, well, I want to be open. Like, I want my company to be like, hey, you can text me and we'll take care of things for you. But that's acting from the business side of things, not the personal. So just different things like that is what I've been kind of just going through. And another thing has been like failure. I've been, like I said, so it's been about 2.5 years since I've been an entrepreneur and I've been in business. And it's becoming easier to look back and go, oh wow, yeah, that was a failure. Like that turned into nothing, and that sucked. I tried starting a business with my buddy, who he released an album for his music, and we tried to start like essentially like a record label, and it got off the ground for a little bit. We started selling merch. We hopped on TikTok. We helped him grow his strategy to about 15. I think he's, I don't know, close to 18,000 followers now on TikTok. Grew that. He posted for 9 months, and Barstool got one of his videos. He went viral. Like, that worked. Sold some shirts because of it, and then all of a sudden it fizzled out. I look at that. I'm like, oh well, that was a failure. And then I tried to launch a mobile podcast where I'd go out and have my setup and sit down and talk to people. It worked for a little bit, but the work just got really overwhelming and started taking away from like my normal stuff, my day to day. And I was like, all right, well, you got to put that on pause. So not a failure, but kind of felt like it because I kind of made it like my number one priority and didn't stick to it. So I failed at that. And then there's a lot of other things, but it's getting a lot easier to like realize it, other things like clients saying no or not re-signing or, having to go away for a little bit because they got to restructure some things in their own company. Like, seeing those things where in the moment, it kind of felt like I never felt like, oh shit, but it kind of like you definitely sense something like that. And looking back now compared to where I'm at, it's like, okay, well, those moments really did help like define where I'm at now. And that's something that, I can appreciate about those moments, about failing, that they're really, when you take an L, essentially you're just taking half a W. That's kind of hard. Yo, what? That's a quote if I've ever heard one, bro. Because it is like that. I mean, that's an L. Wait, L's this way. Wait, so to you guys, wait, L. So it's like that, right? Yeah, LOVE. Yeah, it's like that. It's half a W if you think about it. Anyways, yeah, that's hard. I might get that tattoo. I've been trying to think about like what tattoos I want to get. I want to do like a sticker thing or whatever. I got some fake ones off of Amazon, and I might try that. I put a couple on to see how it would look like, and I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna cap. But anyways, so yeah, so like those moments of failure kind of like helped define a lot of my mindset and a lot of, that tough skin, those calluses. And that's David Goggins. David Goggins talks about that, where he's like, you got to build your calluses with the mind, constantly putting yourself and being uncomfortable, whatever that may be, going to the gym, saying no to going out, and, for me, that was always, just doing it every day. Like today, earlier, I was like, well, here we go again, bro. Like, I'm doing this shit again. The same thing over and over again. And it's like, at what point do you, like, get out of that crazy feeling? And I don't think you ever do. That's something that I think about. It's like, I don't think that you ever do. I think you constantly keep going in that sort of mindset. But it's crazy. It's crazy. Everyone says you gotta be a little crazy to be doing this, and feeling crazy is not a good feeling. But sometimes, like, I do feel good because I'm like, no one else would do this. Like, there's things that I would do. I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, even my sister gets on me for this. She was like, well, why are you working with these people if you're not getting paid? I'm like, trust me, I know it sounds crazy, and it probably is. And I'm probably gonna look back in a year or so, and might be like, oh, that was stupid. But like, the point is like, sometimes I do those things that I feel like, out of a ratio of 10 people, maybe 2 out of the 10 will do it. The other 8 will kind of look at it and be like, no, like that, no. You know what I'm saying? And those are the moments that keep pushing me. It's like, I want to get uncomfortable and feel that pain for a little bit, but also getting something out of it too, whether it's experience, whether it's getting a connection, networking your way towards the right client, whatever it may be. So it's just one of those things, bro, where it's like feeling crazy or feeling out of the loop. It's a good thing. I saw a quote on Instagram the other day that was like, dude, it was so good. It said something about like, it's a great opportunity for something. Oh, great obstacles. With great obstacles come great opportunity. So it's a play on with great power comes great responsibility. It's a play on that, but with great obstacles come great responsibility. Nope, that's not it. With great obstacles come great opportunities. Something like that. So anyway, we're going to try and keep these short. I'm going to try to mimic Hormozy's podcast. I listen to that podcast every now and then. I appreciate how short they are. I get about 6 minutes, and we're at like, I don't even know, like 10 minutes now. But I had to redo some takes. So episode 1 in the books. I'll catch you guys on the next one.